Kim, I'm so sorry to message you so early in the morning. Our car was stolen this morning. The key we had hanging up by the door inside the house is also gone, so there's a high chance it was stolen. I just got done calling the police, but we're also asking everyone in the neighborhood for any information they might have. Please let me know if you know anything about this. Even if you think it's small or irrelevant, I'd be really grateful for anything you can tell me. Sorry again to bother you. Sorry, Olivia. My signal's bad. I only just checked my messages. Kim! I'm sorry to trouble you when you're busy. If you know anything about our car, I'd really appreciate it if you could tell us. The police are investigating, but we're trying to find out whatever we can from people in the neighborhood. Oh, your car? Well, about that, I borrowed it. What? I came over early this morning and borrowed your car. Forgive me for telling you after the fact, but I'll be borrowing it for the whole day. There's no need to trouble the police over this, so see to it that they go home, okay? Wait, what? You stole our car? Wait, how did you get the key? Don't be so dramatic. I didn't steal anything. I borrowed it. I noticed the key hanging on the wall yesterday when I came over to your place for coffee. So I borrowed while you were in the kitchen cleaning up. I'm gonna come and give it back to you this evening, so relax. What are you talking about? We need it. Oh, don't be silly. I'm only borrowing it for a little while. I always did have a soft spot for your luxury sports car. Oh, I got a little excited every time I saw it parked up in the drive. I wanted to see what driving it was like. Just once to feel the roar of the engine, the wind in my hair. Thanks so much for lending me it. I'm going for another drive now. I didn't lend you it. You come and give it back right now. That's my husband's car, and it's very important to him. Plus, you're not even legally allowed to drive it without your name on the insurance. You have no idea how much trouble you've put us in. Oh, please, just give it back. Stop being such a tightwad. It's always me with you. You have 2 cars anyway. What's the problem with me borrowing one for a little while? I'm a single mother on welfare. I don't even have 1 car. And there you are with 2 parked up in your drive. Neville's having the time of his life being in such a cool car. Neville's in the car with you? But it doesn't have a child seat. If you don't have a car, that means you don't have a child seat of your own, right? Why is Neville in there with you? Do you at least have him strapped in properly? He's fine without a child seat. He's sat comfortably on my knee and having a great time. What's the harm in one day? That's dangerous. What are you thinking? What if you get into an accident? It's fine. Take a chill pill, sweetie. My boyfriend's the one driving. There's no way he'd let anything happen. You really do worry too much. It's no good for your health, you know. That's not the point. Please obey the traffic laws. Anyway, please just come back and give it back right now. But why? We went to the trouble of getting into the highway and finally just left the state. Even if you tell me to bring it back, it's not like I can just snap my fingers and teleport. You're on the highway with no child seat and a little boy on your knee? Where exactly do you plan on going in our car? Stop messing around. This isn't a joke, you know. Lighten up a little, sweetie. What's the harm? We're just borrowing it for a little while, and like I said, you'll get it back this evening. We even filled the tank up to about, halfway. So if you think about it, this is actually profitable for you. You should be thanking me. No. Bring it back now, Kim, please. such a whiner. I told you it was fine, didn't I? Oh, you're being a real buzzkill right now, you know. Stop trying to spoil our fun. Just stay out of our way. Looks like I've got no choice but to ignore you until we return it. Goodbye. What? Wait. Kim! Kim, are you okay? I saw you on the evening news. You really went and caused the mother of all accidents in our car! Shut up! This isn't the time for that! Neville? My little Neville! They said on the news he got flung out of the window by the impact of the crash. Miraculously, there's no danger to his life, but my God! That poor thing! Your son is seriously injured because of you! This isn't my fault! If that damn cop car hadn't suddenly turned its sirens on and started chasing us! If my boyfriend hadn't gotten scared of the cops and tried to swerve at the last minute to try to lose them! Your boyfriend who was driving is at fault as well. But if you hadn't stolen our car in the first place, this never would have happened, would it? To think you'd suddenly take a left-hand drive car onto the highway for a long-distance drive. It's the most reckless thing I've ever heard of. What's more, you stole it to begin with and didn't even have a child seat, instead putting your little boy on your knee. You're the worst. Why would you say something so horrible? Aren't you going to say anything to try to make me feel better? My child's seriously injured, you know. I feel awful for Neville. He didn't deserve this at all. But to be honest, this is 100% your own fault. As for us, not only did we get our very expensive car stolen, but it got so messed up in the crash, it's now a write-off. All because you decided you were in the mood to commit theft today. Shut up! Shut up! You're the one who's at fault for having your car stolen. You're constantly showing up with that flashy sports car parked up in your drive when you know a single mother on welfare lives next door. You're so arrogant that I had no choice. Oh, it must be nice having to worry about money, huh? You probably look down on me and make fun of me behind my back. That's why I stole it. What the? So that's why you stole it? What a load of nonsense. Just because you're on welfare doesn't mean I look down on you. I've never thought anything of the sort, not even once. I mean, I've always treated you as a friend and neighbor, have I not? I invite you into our home for coffee, we go for walks with our kids. And where did the idea that we're rich come from? We're not as well off as you seem to think. My husband saved up like his life depended on it to be able to afford that car. Not only did you steal it, crash it, and have it written off, but you're not even gonna say sorry? Be quiet. I'm the victim here. It's your fault Neville's injured and in the hospital. If you didn't lend us the car, this never would have happened. You have a moral duty to make this right. Pay me compensation. You can say what you like, but the fact you stole and crashed our car is just that. A fact. And nothing you say can change that. You do plan on recompensing us for that, don't you? What? I obviously can't do that. That's impossible. I'm on welfare and barely have enough to get by as it is. Do you seriously think I can afford to pay for such an absurdly expensive car? This is what you get for being so extravagant. Anyway, shouldn't the person responsible for the crash be the one who pays compensation? Which means he's the one who should be paying, not me. By he, I assume you mean your boyfriend? Well, it's true. From what I've researched, it does seem like he'll be the one responsible for covering the compensation for the car itself. That's right. So it has nothing to do with me. But surely you do realize you're obligated to pay me too, right? Because you're going to be arrested for theft? What? I said you're going to be arrested for theft. I already filed the police report, which means the police should be knocking on your door any moment now. If it goes to court and you're found guilty, you'll be sent to jail for up to 10 years and receive a fine of up to $5,000 on top of the compensation you'll be paying us. What? What on earth? 10 years in jail? $5,000 compensation? Do you think I'm made of money? I can't pay that. No. In that case, I'll take you to court and take my money by force. Your savings, furniture, appliances, anything that can be used to pay back the money you owe me will be seized by the court. By hook or by crook, I will get my money. But if you do that, I won't be able to live anymore. You plan on completely ruining my life? All over one measly little car? Would you give it a rest already? You're like a broken record. I don't know how many times I need to repeat myself for you to understand. I did not lend you our car. You stole it. You're nothing more than a lowly thief. Reading through all the nonsense you sent me just now would have anyone think you were the world's biggest victim. Have you no sense of personal accountability? Do you have any intention whatsoever of apologizing to me and my husband, the actual victims of your crime? No, it wasn't like that, I swear. I really did think you were lending me it. I didn't think it'd come to this. I thought you'd just laugh it off and let us have it for the day. Oh, I thought you were kind. Don't be so ridiculous. You take me for some kind of saint? I'm a human being just like anyone else. If something important gets stolen from me, I get mad and I want to be repaid for the loss I've suffered. But if all my things are taken like you just threatened, I'll be in serious trouble. I won't be able to live anymore. It's true. I'm pretty sure I heard somewhere that if a welfare recipient gets arrested, their welfare gets cut off. If you end up doing hard time, I think you can reapply once you get out, though. If my welfare gets cut off now, I'll be in dire straits. Neville's supposed to be going to elementary school next year. That costs money. Olivia, I'm begging you. Please withdraw the police report. Please. Kim, you really are astonishingly selfish. You won't pay compensation. You won't take responsibility. You won't even accept being arrested. Do you really think you can get away with this? I won't be withdrawing the police report. The police will most likely be showing up at your house sometime soon. When they do, please at least have the decency to accept your arrest gracefully. Please just think about this. If I get arrested, what do you think will happen to Nozomu? Do you really want to separate a child from his mother? You monster! You demon! That's not my fault, is it? You did this. Anyway, I'm done speaking with you. I'll see you in court. Bye. After that, Kim and her boyfriend were marched away in handcuffs by the police. Kim, not knowing when to give up, was adamant she'd done nothing wrong, even during the trial, insisting it was her fault for letting it get stolen. Due to that, she was found guilty almost immediately and had to give up all her savings and sell all of her assets to cover the fine and compensation she owed me. Apparently, she told her boyfriend she borrowed the car from a friend in the neighborhood. He had no idea it was stolen, which I found out when he turned up at my house, got down on his knees, and apologized profusely. That's why I decided to settle on compensation with him out of court. Neville made a full recovery, and after being discharged from hospital, I heard his dad, Kim's ex-husband, took full custody of him. As for my husband, he was pretty depressed after having his beloved sports car stolen and written off like that. But he was ecstatic when I told him he could buy one with our compensation money. He's flicking through the pages of a car catalog with a big grin on his face as we speak.
Jane? Yes, Lily? Can I please call you? It's urgent. Sure thing. Give me a minute. Okay. Leo, how could you?
Hey honey, what's up?
I know what you did. How could you do this to me?
Huh? Jane, what are you talking about?
Lily called me and told me everything.
Okay, what exactly did she tell you?
You got her pregnant. I don't understand. We're barely 5 years into our marriage and you've been sleeping with my best friend.
Whoa, back up the truck. I did what? With who? No way Lily told you that.
She showed me the pregnancy test.
That doesn't prove I've been sleeping with her.
I just need space for the moment. Hearing news that 2 people I love the most went behind my back and betrayed me is a lot. I'll stay at a hotel to clear my mind.
Please answer my phone call.
I don't feel like talking.
What if I prove that I didn't sleep with her?
How would you do that?
I'll figure out who the real father is.
How are you gonna do that?
I don't know, but I'd do anything for you to believe me.
Hey Lily. If you're gonna scold me again for what I did, then you're getting blocked. No, I'm telling you news that you absolutely have to hear. It's urgent. Well, what is it? And tell your husband to call me back so I can share the big news. Otherwise, I will go to court for child support. About that, the kid isn't his. What? The kid isn't his. I get it, you're in denial. I truly feel bad for him, but the kid is most certainly his. He's the one I've been sleeping with. What if I told you that you weren't sleeping with who you thought you were? What in the world are you trying to say? Spare me the riddles and get to the point. I was beyond relieved when I found this information out. You baby-trapped the janitor. Excuse me? You got impregnated by my husband's lookalike. No way! Leo told me that the janitor at his job, who looks like him, has been sleeping with you because you kept bothering him. You lured the man that you thought was my husband. You tried to get pregnant by my husband and failed. Wait, what? How do you know all this? My husband. Who else, Lily? At first, I didn't hear him out because I've known you longer than him, and you were my best friend. But he proved me wrong. What you did was beyond wrong, and vile in so many ways. I really can't believe I trusted you over him. This is a joke! I only wanted to be with him! Why would I confuse the man I love with a janitor? The baby is Leo's. It has to be. You're borderline insane, and you're throwing a tantrum like a 4-year-old. The janitor was genuinely shocked to know that you got pregnant. Stop texting Moan, you're a liar. Talk to the janitor yourself. We already gave him your number. Screw you, Jane. You ruined everything. I regret ever meeting you.
Lily blocks Jane.
Jane, this is all your fault. Nico is actually divorcing me and taking our kids. How is this my fault? Was I the one who cheated on your husband? This is a joke, right? If you just left your husband peacefully, none of this would have happened. You are absolutely delusional. I almost feel bad. You'll regret this. I'm shaking in my boots, Lily. Please block me again. Those 2 days were peaceful. Shut it! Nico's divorcing Lily.
She had it coming. Do you think that'll interfere with what you and him are trying to do?
We're business people. We keep personal feelings out of it.
I guess you're right.
On your way home, could you pick up some food?
Got it. Love you.
I love you too. What in the world? You remember these pictures, right? These are inappropriate photos of you and Leo in college? Yeah, no damn. Why do you still have those? Delete them. How much lower can you get? No. I'll leak these photos if you don't provide me with $15,000 in cash. Oh, and you must also tell my husband that you were the one who cheated with the janitor. And this is all a misunderstanding. What is wrong with you? Stop sending it! I got it! I'll text him now. You better. Hey, Nico.
Hey, Jane. Long time no talk.
Are you alone right now?
Yep, I'm alone.
Lily told me that you saw someone texting her about a baby?
Yeah, she cheated on me with a janitor. I've been sleeping I'll be handling our divorce papers soon.
Yeah, about that. I was the one who gave the janitor her number, pretending it was mine. I just didn't want Leo to know, so I gave him the wrong number. After I told him he got me pregnant.
I can't believe this. I'm relieved and shocked at the same time.
I'm gonna tell Leo about the affair tonight. But before I do that, can I call you?
Okay, I guess.
I felt so dirty talking to Nico, Leo.
Don't. In time, the tables will turn.
If you say so.
We have a trip coming up in a month. Don't be so sad.
I'll try not to be. Thank you.
Don't mention it, my love. Myers told me she went into labor and conceived the baby.
Who?
The janitor.
Oh, right. That poor baby is gonna have to grow up with such a wicked mother.
Yeah, everything's looking up for Lily, isn't it?
Not for long. What she did was beyond wrong. She messed with multiple people's lives.
What do you want to do about it?
The gears are rolling in motion as we speak. Lily helps work for someone who'll be running for mayor in the near future. If we tell the police about the blackmail, without a doubt she'll be fired.
I told you, we should have gone to the police first.
Yeah, but the baby wasn't born yet. We can file a blackmail case against her later today.
You already know I'm in.
You officially took everything from me. Me? Huh? Are you even allowed to be texting me right now? Shut it. You got me fired. I'm getting sued by you for blackmail. And my husband finalized the divorce papers. Are you proud of yourself? I think I am. I couldn't have done better. Nico told me he knew all along that it was me who cheated with the janitor. Yep, the same day I texted him it was me who cheated with the janitor was the same day I called him in private later on to let him know the truth. I told him to be by your side for a few months so that he has less risk involved divorcing you. And I had him delete the pictures of me and my husband off all of your electronics after the police examined them. I feel humiliated. Is this really what you do to your best friend of 9 years? Don't play victim. I'm glad the baby came out safe, but you're a sick individual who only cares about herself. Like seriously, how could you even attempt to try to sleep with my husband shamelessly, then proceed to call brag about a baby that wound not being his? You washed our 9 years of friendship away. You should have seen this coming. So, I should have seen my best friend and her husband attacking me, who is, by the way, the newly divorced mother of one. You place this burden upon yourself. I hope you get proper help, Lily. Goodbye. Screw you!
After everything happened to Lily, she finally let Myers see his kid. She's trying to use him now, since she has no one else. I still feel happy for Myers, nonetheless. Yeah, me too. He told me he's paying for most of the stuff for her and the baby. And he's also been telling me that she's been acting pretty toxic towards him, though.
What an asshole. I can't stand her. Myers deserves better.
Apparently, she threw a glass vase near his head.
What? Is he okay?
He got a small cut on his ear. He said he'll update me on the situation tomorrow.
Not gonna lie, I'm a little worried now.
Rest your mind, love. Things have been a little hectic.
Okay.
Myers is gonna try to take custody away from her.
Oh my gosh, that's great news. Excellent news.
He told me that she's only gotten worse, and he doesn't want his son to be around that type of nonsense.
I'm sure he'll win the case.
I'm sure of that too. I love you.
Where did that come from? That was out of nowhere.
Looking back at these few months, we were stressed and worried so much. I want us to focus on each other.
Are you gonna rate me cheesy love letters again like you did in college?
Those cheesy love letters worked, considering we're married. But we almost lost that marriage because of Lily, and I never want that to happen again.
I get that. We can always work our relationship back up. I truly can't see myself being with anyone other than you. I can't believe I fell for her trap, even for a second.
Hey, don't say that. The past is the past. I booked us dinner for next week at your favorite restaurant.
Ah, thank you so much, babe. I love you.
I love you more.
Leo, my love.
Yes? You're joking.
The pregnancy test is positive? You're pregnant. I know, right? I'm so glad. I can't wait to raise this baby with you.
I can't wait either. I love you, truly.
I love you more.
I love you most.
I love you mostest. After my husband came home from work, we hugged each other, happy to share the great news and the new future we have. Nico and I committed and fulfilled our business deal despite the trouble that happened. He's living happily away from Lily and has started seeing someone else. Lily is still struggling with the consequences of her actions,